Falcon and Sparrowson stepped into the grand atrium of Notre Dame Cathedral. Scaffolding lines much of the crumbling outer walls. Okay, good. Oops. Here for a little prayer, are we, Falcon? I had no idea you were the religious type. Don't be silly. I'm following up on Fontaine's lead. We must find our mystery friar. You think it's a hunched-over fellow over there? But him, he looks very super suspicious. It could be. Let's show some tact. Excuse me, Monsieur Friar. Do you know what tact is, Sparrowson? Screaming louder? Welcome, my brothers, welcome. All are welcome under the roof of the house of God. Are you here to confess your sins, or perhaps wish to join in our services? Actually, Friar, we're here because... Falcon! A friar! He looks eerily familiar. Now that you mention it, he does look a little like the guy who delivers our post, doesn't he? What? No, that's not what I meant. How does he look anything like our postman? Are you going mad? Your friend appears to be upset. Don't mind him. He's just in a huff because he thinks you look like this judge we once met. Judge Romulus? Yes, I get that all the time. I'm his twin brother, you see. Oh, good. I'm not going mad. Friar, would you say you had a good relationship with Romulus? We were close, but as you may have heard, he got in trouble with the law recently. I haven't seen him in weeks. I see. I didn't mean to pry. No trouble at all, but tell me, why are you here, my brothers? Oh, right. Well, we have a couple questions. What is with all the scaffolding? Some sort of construction work going on? Ah, that's right. A little repair, a little renovation. Is Notre Dame always under construction? It's no secret that the cathedral's seen better days. The Cult of Reason did a lot of damage back in the day of the Revolution. But now we're well on our way to restoring this holy place to its former glory. A Cult of Reason? A religion of something or other. Hey, Falcon, what's the difference between a religion and a cult? Popularity. Don't worry, my brother. I understand how it is. To a young person, all ideologies look like gobbledygook and different packaging, don't they? Pretty much. And maybe you'll come to learn the differences as you grow up. I promise, some ideologies are worth following in the end. Join our cult already. But let's not talk any more about cults or ideologies. Did you want anything else? Yep. Friar, I have something that we would like to show you. Could you look at this? We heard you could give us a special passage reading. I see you have our own copy of the Book of Judges. I think you will find chapter 15, verse 2 to be particularly enlightening. Let's see, chapter 15, verse 2. The chapter follows the journey of Samson, the heroic judge with divine strength. In this part of the scripture, Samson is confronted by the men who are angered by Samson's notice of justice. Could you read the passage? Okay. 3,000 men of Judah went to the top of the rock Edom. They said to Samson, "Knowest thou not that the Philistines are rulers over us? What is that thou hast done unto us?" And Samson said unto them, "As it did unto me," and so on to so forth, and other peoples, and the things, and the whatsits. As they did unto me, so I have done unto them. Beautiful sentence, wouldn't you agree? It sounds a little barbaric, to be honest. I think, as a society, we've moved past the need for petty tit-for-tat revenge. You must understand that Samson was a judge. Not a judge of today who sits as a high chair and files endless paperwork, but as an old judge. A holy judge. A shoppet. Is that like, I don't know what that is. Shoppets were to be admired and feared. They made their own judgments and dispensed their own punishment. And I'm starting to ramble, aren't I? Okay, let's get back to the point. Keyword of the day is Edom. That's the name of the cave where Samson hid, the Rock of Edom. Edom, got it. I'll make a note. It's like backwards, mate, but I'm confused. What do we do with this keyword? That is for you to learn, my brothers. You appear to be intelligent, I'm sure of that, except for Barrowson. If you put your faith in the right people, you can uncover the truth. We'll see what we can do. Is there anything else? Nope. Alright. We now have to waste an entire week. But also, like... Oh, right. We, Ooh. The lion. Is the room to your liking, mademoiselle? Don't call me that. My apologies, madam, but what are your thoughts? Is the room suitable? It's dark, cramped, and more than a little macabre, but it will do. Excellent. I have hired private security to guard the entrance 24 hours a day. Rest assured, your weapons are safe. Tell me, Friar, are we doing the right thing? Of course we are, madam. There cannot be change without bloodshed, no revolution without revolution. Surely you aren't having second thoughts? Of course not. I want nothing more than to serve justice to the corrupted rulers of this country. When the time comes, I'll be the one to pull the trigger. That's not ominous at all, is it? No fighting! Yeah, everybody listen to Nanako. It has been like 2 years since anybody used that. Come in. Ah, it's you two. Have you managed to gather the materials I need? Yes, monsieur. The string and copper pot, exactly as described. Here you go. What? What is this? Where'd you get this pot? Looks like it belongs in a museum or something. It was a little tricky to procure the necessary items, but with a bit of asking around, we managed to find suitable substitutes. There's a general store down the street that sells string and discounted copper pots, and I assumed you would have gone shopping there. Well, no matter. Give me 1 minute and I'll finish assembling the device. Not jumping out the window. Clang. Ta-da! May I proudly present to you... Well, where'd the pot go? Gustave Trevet's magnificent Explorer Extractor Surgical Device. Trademark, patent pending. It looks like a pair of kitchen tongs hooked up to a stewing pot. Agreed. I wasn't expecting something so low-tech and, well, bad. Perhaps a demonstration is in order. 1 moment, if you please. Falcon. That thing looks like junk. This whole fetch quest has been a waste of our time. I suspected that the man was delusional from the very start. Would explain why he was being treated by a mental health professional. There's nothing to be done, though. Let's just humor Gustave until we get the opportunity to leave, cut our losses. What about my medical debt? Time for your demonstration. Get ready to have your stockings blown off, monsieurs, as it blows your stockings off. Ahem. So here, we have 1 piece of regular piece of meat. Imagine, if you will... Excuse me. That this is a soldier. Okay. That meat is a soldier. An oddly shaped and potentially tasty soldier. And here we have a small piece of iron. Imagine, if you will, that this is a musket ball. So, our soldier is wandering through a battlefield, not a care in the world, when all of a sudden, bam! Person's been shot. Musket ball has been embedded in the man's flesh. I'm scared, Falcon. He slammed that metal into the meat like a madman. Quick, monsieurs. You're a battlefield medic. The soldier is wounded and you have precious little time. What do you do? Uh, alright. Mouth to mouth is the only way. I volunteer. No, Monsieurs. No eating the meat. The answer I was looking for was surgery. Most battlefield medics would carefully cut out the bullet with a scalpel. Now I hear you wondering, Monsieur Trouvier, surely there must be a better way? I wasn't? Well, no wonder no more. Behold, the Explorer Extractor. Watch as I power up the device. And then, as I move the detector component over the meat... Is that thing humming? It's a detector, Monsieur. With the electromagnet component of the Explorer Extractor detects a piece of iron, the device vibrates and emits a soft hum. I must say, I'm actually impressed, Monsieur. Device that can detect metal beneath flesh. That's innovative. I've never heard of such a thing before. Yeah, why limit it to battlefield surgery? We could repurpose that thing to be some sort of treasure hunting device. That would make you really rich, especially on the beach. Hold your horses, monsieur. Hold your horses. I'm not done yet. We don't have any horses. You have only seen half of the device's capabilities, the exploration part. Now, you can witness the second part. Extraction. I don't like the sound of that splat. Did that thing just... Yep, sucked out the bullet like a pip from a grapefruit. Behold, the original piece of iron, removed swiftly and precisely from flesh. What do you think? Pretty revolutionary, huh? I think that meat looks a lot less appetizing than before. It's practically exploded. I have no idea what to think. Monsieur Trouvier, you are a strange and mildly terrifying individual, but I cannot fault the innovation of your device. We shall pass it along to Dr. Falrit and let him decide its worth. Explorer Extractor has been added to your evidence folder. Thank you, thank you. I'm sure the good doctor will approve. I'm hungry. Let's pick up some steaks on the way back to the office. Let's not. Yeah, yeah, that wasn't a very good noise, was it? Alright, let's go hand this over. You returned. Were you successful? Well, Monsieur Trouvier didn't have any money, but he did give us something that he claimed to be extremely valuable. Go ahead, take it. He said that you could keep it. What is this? Monsieur Trouvier called it an Explorer Extractor. He said that it would revolutionize the medical field. I don't quite understand how it works, but maybe I could demonstrate it if you have a piece of meat and a lump of metal handy. Monsieur Falcon, Monsieur Sparrowson, I sent you to retrieve owed money. Instead, you returned several days late with this child's toy. Just forget it. Forget the whole task. Foolish of me to rely on a private attorney, and I was foolish of me to assume that a crazed inventor would produce money when asked. Keep the toy. Good day. Now, do I get a discount on my bill? Dr. Falrit, about that discount? Oh, he's gone. Sorry, Sparrowson, it doesn't look like you'll be getting your discount. Well, there goes my year's wages. So what do we do now? Get back to our investigation into Croque Monsieur the rebels, I assume. We've wasted precious time on this fool's errand. And I'm betting that it's going to be needed. Right. What else we gotta do? We don't have anything to do there. The Louvre's already been looked in. Let's go to the library. Time to hit the books again, am I right? If you're looking for croquet monsieur recipes, I guess that would be in the cooking section. We aren't here for recipes, Sparrowson. The librarian fellow is pretty intelligent. If there's something we've overlooked, he would know. You mind lowering your voices? You're disturbing me during my daily crossword. I should have known. It's you two harlequins. Good to see you too, monsieur. We have some questions. Of course you do. Fine, let's get this over with so I can go back to my puzzle. What can you tell us about an uprising? Uprising? Care to be more specific? Paris uprising? You two cannot be serious. You want me to talk about every rebellion, revolution, and revolt that Paris has ever been through? We would be here all night. What about an uprising that hasn't happened yet? A future uprising. Read the newspapers, monsieur. The government tries to strangle the media, but the truth shines through the gaps of censorship. Citizens' contempt for our current leaders is blatant. A future revolt is very real possibility. That's all I know. I see. It's not like anything like that might happen pretty soon. Oh, let's try ask something else. Have you ever heard of croquet monsieur? Sandwich? Of course I heard of it. No, I mean a person with the name. No, it doesn't ring any bells. Familiar with the Earl of Sandwich, if that helps any. Wait, you can become an Earl of Food now? I'm in the wrong profession. Never mind. Alright, this place was useless. Well, I'm pretty sure the chocolate place would be to get a low-cost thing for the bait. So let's try the chateau. We've got days to spare anyway. Ah, you there. I remember you. You guys can help me out with this little dilemma. What is it, mademoiselle? Which country is better, Great Britain or the United States? Great Britain! Putting aside all prejudices, the British Empire is magnificent. I suspect that it'll continue to prosper for years to come until the word Brexit invented. USA is still a young nation and very stupid and will stay stupid. Anything that could happen to it. You think Britain is a safer option, huh? I suppose it would make for a shorter trip. What is this about, mademoiselle? Well, I was thinking of taking a trip. A long trip. Everywhere I go in Paris, people are angry and depressed. It's like violence is about to break out at any moment. So I saved up enough. I'm going to get out of here, follow my dream, and start a new life overseas. What with the person I work for is now in prison anyway. Who's going to look after Chateau Crinier? Well, with the Baron's... Oh, they executed him. Oopsies. They've decided to auction off the estate. I think the Demio are showing some interest in the house, so I guess they can handle the household duties themselves. The Demios, you say. Interesting. Anyway, I think it might be the last time we see each other, so I'll just say au revoir, Sparrowson. Au revoir, Monsieur Falcon. Farewell, mademoiselle. Pleasant voyage. So long, mademoiselle. Don't let those limeys push you around. Hey, Falcon, I think we forgot something. Huh? Rebels! Croquet monsieur. Juicy investigation stuff. We were supposed to be asking questions. Oh, right. Completely slipped my mind. No matter. Colleen didn't seem like the type to get involved with rebels and arms dealers. She probably knew nothing. I suppose. In any case, she seems to be the only one with enough sense to escape before the violence starts. And now we see a cutscene where she's the main villain. Yes. Concierge. Why did we come here, Falcon? We don't have a client to defend. I had thought if we want to find criminals, then we should probably talk to the person who deals with them every day. Ah, I get it. You're looking for Quark, pesky jailer, and the guy who owns the bar on Deep Space Nine. Where is he? Could be his day off. Maybe we should come back another time. Thank you all for watching. You're welcome to come see me record these episodes live at twitch.tv/SuperBunnyBun. You can also say hi on Blue Sky at SuperBunnyBun. But most importantly, I'd really appreciate it if you could like yourself, comment about how awesome you are, and subscribe to Happy Thoughts. And until next time, stay spicy and huggable. Bye!